So I'm down here checking out this dead tree that's been here a while in the back of my house. And you can see it's just really diverse. That's some really neat fungus of some sort, I believe. That's a bit of a lichen, which is pretty neat. There's moss just growing down around here too on almost everything. So I'm trying not to disturb too much of it. And over there you can see it's quite the diverse little biome. I came out today looking to see if I could find morels, but I'm not sure that I will. But this little patch of stuff is probably where I'll eventually find some, if anything comes up. And I just thought I'd share that with you, what I can find here in basically my backyard. I'm out here in my backyard still. I just looked up and happened to see this neat bird. It's not too far away. This is just using my camera. Maybe I'll get my regular camera down later. This is just my phone. But you can kind of see as I zoom in there, that bird is pretty cool. Wow, this camera's not bad either. But yeah, I thought you might find that interesting. It's just up the tree there, and that's probably only 5 or 6 yards from where I'm at, maybe 7. You know, it's not terribly far. All right, here's another little interesting bit of fungus I've found right on the side of this little tree here that's dead. It's really hard to keep my hand out of the way so the shadow doesn't. Of course, I've got to navigate all these little annoying things, which have all the little barbs and spikes. That one's not as bad actually. But this one up here is just entirely barbs and spikes. A lot of these kind of weeds grow around here. You can hear the birds calling. It's not a bad little place. It gets kind of flooded because it's right by the river, which is just over there where you can't see. So I was walking around back here and I found this old hollowed out piece of something metal. I don't know what that is. Looks like a giant pop can tab or something. Ooh, there's some fibrous roots growing in there. Perhaps, that's very interesting. Look kind of like bean sprouts. They have a kind of a unique smell, maybe like a radish. So that's kind of neat. But I don't know what this thing is. Some kind of piece of, I don't know. It's clearly been there a very long time. But that's kind of cool. Paws of some sort on the embankment. They're, you can't really use my hand to judge that. I don't want to get too close to the river. But those could be about 2 inches across. Sorry, it's hard to keep it in focus when I'm looking around. And I don't really see any coming up the hill here, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. And I believe there's probably some kind of den right by the water there. And then as you come up here, there's this old tree root where part of it pulled out, but there appears to be holes right up in through here and right back in through there, which I'm not sure if I can get on camera very well. But yeah, there's definitely looks to be some kind of hole perhaps, and underneath appears to be some kind of hole. I wish I could see more evidence of whatever that is, because that's really neat. But it's something, that's pretty clear. So, yeah. I happen to be moving around here, and I found Neatest little bug. Right there. I can't get that close to it because of the water and my inability to stay out of it. But that's definitely an interesting little bug. It's about perhaps 3/4 of an inch long, maybe an inch. Again, I don't want to get too close to it. That's the best I can do with the zoom on my camera. Lots of nature out today. There's an interesting little mound of dirt I found here, right close to that pan that I showed you earlier. And the only thing that really caught my attention about it was that there's this split rock just stuck in the top of it. And it just looks like a natural formation for the most part. It's covered in moss, which is kind of neat. But I wonder if that means that some creature put that there. Or something. It's not in... oh. And it is definitely split. I don't think there's any fossil in it, although there is a neat little crack in it right there. And that matches up to some dirt in that area. That might be, by the look of it, some fossilized or petrified something with a bit of lichen on the back. And yeah, the camera does a pretty good job of catching that too. You can see my thumb's only about an inch longer that first socket. So that's kind of cool. I'll put that back now, I guess. There's some more of those little roots under there, so perhaps those weren't bean sprouts earlier and they were just part of the lichen. Huh. Very interesting indeed. Very. Lots of life. Good day in the nature. Alright, here's a few stills of the pictures I took today of the stuff that I was finding, which I thought you might find really interesting. So, yeah, there you go. And again, if you like, comment, subscribe, do whatever, tell your friends. I'm going to try to do more interesting videos like this. Again, I'm just recording it on my phone, and it's really a testament to how well the phone works. Peace out.